Hey guys, how's it going? In today's video, we are going to talk about Aurora and Canopy because the Monkway is making a dedicated video on Aurora and Canopy, and I'm trying to put a video together about the current questions that he's asking me. He's saying that, oh, is the international market is going to really be bigger than, the Canadian rec market? I believe it has to be, or else these stocks will crash. So I think that's the biggest risk factors with these current cannabis stock. If the international market does not work out as what people are like the cannabis companies are talking about, I believe that we could be looking at a pretty bad correction. So that is a big risk factor going forward, but I do believe that there's a big international market and it's just constantly growing. Like all the cannabis companies are advertising right now, saying that how big the international market is, so much bigger than the Canadian rec market. That's where most of the sales are gonna come from. That's the reason why. That's what I'm gonna get into this video about the whole international market. So on June 20th, 2018, Canopy Growth raised $500 million at a 4.25% interest. This is basically debt, but it's convertible debentures, so it can get converted into shares down the road. And then on June 22nd, they closed another $100 million. So they raised about $600 million in convertible debentures at a 4.25% interest, which is not bad. I believe Aurora got a 4% interest on regular debt. But the awesome part about this is the convertible rate is $48.18 per share, 18 cents per share. So that's a lot higher than what Canopy's share price right now. So they're giving them a really nice premium on top of what Canopy's current share price is trading right now. So that's the biggest thing I like about this convertible debenture. That I guess the Monkway was asking me about this question, so I'm just telling him. Canopy, for German sales, Canopy recorded $2.3 million of sales to Germany. Aurora, if you look about Aurora's third quarter of 2018, this is a quarter that did not include CanAmed's financials. So, like, if you look at the grams produced and the grams sold, they were supply constrained big time. They produced less product than they were selling. So that's why in this quarter report, the German sales not that great. It's like it says right here, the revenue growth at Pedanos is currently constrained by supply availability due to Royal Mountain operating at full capacity. But after this quarter, the next one, the Q4 one, is gonna have CanAmed, and CanAmed can give product to Aurora, so Aurora can sell it to their medical patients, and then they can ship the Royal Mountain product to Germany, and then that way and Italy, which they managed to ship on April 2018, but I'll show you guys later for that. If you look here, they sold $2.3 million of dry cannabis products to Germany, which is a 6% decrease from the Q4, or is it Q2 of 2018. So it's increased quite a bit. So this but next quarter should be quite good, because they're shipping it to Italy and they're shipping it to Germany. So I'm interested to see what the next European dry cannabis sales number is gonna look like. Like, this is Canopy's investor relations for January 18, 2018. So this is quite old, I think. Yeah, this is quite old. They haven't updated it in a while, but according to this, they're talking about like the global market being $180 billion. So almost all the cannabis companies are saying roughly around $180 billion. So the global medical market is huge, and this and if it ever went the global recreational market, that would be like insane number, over $180 billion. And the global medical market right now only has 6 players. Well, 5 players because Metroleaf's gone now. So the 5 players are Afria, Tilray, Canopy, Aurora, and American. Those are the 5 companies right now that could play in the international market. There might be a 5th one or a 6th one. Sorry, there might be a 6th one, a 7th one, but to my knowledge, I'm not aware of that yet. But there's very little players in the international global medical market, and Aurora is leading the way in the global medical market. At least this is just my opinion. You guys can leave a comment below saying, "Oh no, Canopy's number 1." I don't know. And the funny thing, how much is Bruce Linton worth? I know how much Bruce Linton's worth. He went on CNBC or something, and he has about 1.5 million shares. So at current price market, he's worth at least $40 million. So yeah, he's worth quite a bit of money because he has 1.5 million shares of Canopy. I'm surprised he doesn't have more than 1.5 million shares, but according to the video, he has only 1.5 million shares. Let's see. Okay, the one thing I don't really like about Canopy is they don't really give shareholders like how much space they're growing in. Like they have a facility, like licensed producer applicant facility under development in Jamaica, and one in Spectrum, and then they did have a holder to build in Germany, but then that got canceled. So they only have Spectrum and Jamaica. This is quite old, so it could be updated with a bit more facility. So we gotta wait until they update this current map, I guess. I guess that's all for the investor presentation for Canopy. Let's move on to Aurora. So before I mentioned about Italy, their first export was on April 18, 2018. And then they have, like, CMED has a supply agreement with Cannabis Pharma, Sestra Pharma Ltd. So they're going to be selling in the European Union through CMED too. So that's good, I guess. And then they have the Hydrogen Clank, so that's like 25,000 pharmacies, and Pedanios, which I'll get into later. I have a Pedanios, and then they have like they have a lot of countries covered, very similar to Canopy. But the one thing they properly announced is the facility size, which is up here. So like unlike Canopy, they actually give you like Aurora tells you like they have facilities in Denmark for 100,000 square feet greenhouse that the retrofitting that should be ready in the summer, and they have a facility called Aurora Nordic in Denmark too. It's going to be a Aurora Sky class facility, and it's right now it's under construction according to a presentation I'm going to show later. So Metroleaf and Aurora merged, and Metroleaf had $218 million as of May 11, 2018. Aurora had $167 million, so combined, that's about $385 million. Let's say they spent $50 million, so they'll be around $330 million combined as a company. and Aurora just took out a loan of $250 million. So that should put the cash to over $500 million, while Canopy is close to $1 billion, if not more than $1 billion, because of the convertible debenture they took out of $600 million. So Canopy has way more money than Aurora, but Aurora has a much, I don't know. That's the one advantage that Canopy has over Aurora. They have way more cash. So yeah. But everything that Metroleaf has will become Aurora when they merge. So all the cash, all the assets, everything. So the only thing Metroleaf gets is Aurora shares, because it's bought out by 100% shares, which is 368 million shares, I believe, that they used to buy out Metroleaf. And before I go, I wanted to talk about Pandanios, which I think is the biggest game changer. I think this is the most important acquisition that Aurora made ever. I believe this is the biggest one. So with Pandanios, right, Aurora has 45 people on the ground in Europe in sales and distribution to government relationship, market entries, and business development roles. So they have 45 people in Germany, in like the international area, to work for them, to help them establish sales channel and distribution channels, which no, not a lot of companies have. At least I don't think. And then introduction of Aurora extracts and oils expected in Q3. Extracts and oils it's very high margins. So when this news actually gets announced, I believe that there might be a little nice share price pop, but I could be wrong, because the stock market can act funny sometimes. And then, you know, the partner with Henrik Klank GMP, 25,000 pharmacies. You can't go wrong with that. And then Aurora Nordic is currently under development right now. Applications for export and cultivation in several other countries ongoing. So yeah, you guys can read the rest of this Pandanios thing on the Aurora website. I just wanted to point out and highlighted some key elements that I thought was good. There's like this that's pretty interesting, but you guys can go here and read it yourself. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope the Monk Way finds this useful. Have a great day. See you later. Bye.